إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعين به ونستهديه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فهو المهتد ومن يضلل فلن تجد له وليا مرشدا والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله والصلاة والسلام على حبيب الله الصادق الأمين رسول الله محمد وعلى آله وصحبه ومن اتبع هداه إلى يوم الدين. اللهم اجعلنا معهم واجمعنا بهم يوم القيامة في الفردوس الأعلى من غير سابقة عذاب ولا حساب. آمين يا رب العالمين. قال الله عز وجل بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألف لام ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه هدى للمتقين الذين يؤمنون بالغيب ويقيمون الصلاة ومما رزقناهم ينفقون. The ayat. This surah is Surah Al-Baqarah, the biggest surah in Quran. The second surah after Al-Fatiha. And everything that Allah Azza wa Jal puts in Quran, in the sequence, is for a reason, for a hikmah. So when any surah starts with certain ayah, we have to focus, because the beginning of the surah and the end of the surah and the beginning of the Quran and the end of the Quran has always a certain connection, a very special connection. That's why Allah Azza wa Jal have blessed us with mufassirin and ulama who will help us understand. So Allah Azza wa Jal have challenged the whole world by saying, ذَلِكَ الْكِتَابُ لَا رَيْبَ فِيهِ. This Quran, the book from Allah Azza wa Jal, the words of Allah Azza wa Jal has no raib, has no doubt whatsoever. No doubt whatsoever in any way you may think. Not scientific doubt, not historical doubt, no facts that you could feel doubt about. The message is clear, the message is solid. It's from the creator of this universe, from Allah Azza wa Jal. And He's challenging anyone else to prove otherwise. Now almost 1,500 years this challenge been going, and no one have dared to prove that there is doubt in Quran. But at the same time, the Quran has a reason to be present with us. Is the reason to keep them on the shelves and as a decoration, walayadu billah? Is the reason to put them, hang them in the car, so maybe we think that if I have a small Quran that nobody can read, but it is in the car, it will not be, my car will not have accidents or problems? Of course, that's not what the Quran is for. Well, Allah said, فِيهِ هُدًى لِلْمُتَّقِينَ. The purpose of Quran is one word. The purpose of deen is one word. It's huda, guidance. You want to know what Allah wants from us by sending us this book? It's to guide us. To guide us where? To paradise. To save us from hellfire. To make us live happy, die happy, and resurrect even happier. That's good news. But Allah Azza wa Jal, imagine every word has an impact. Hudan to whom? Guidance to whom? Al-Muttaqeen. Those who have taqwa. Those who believes in Allah Azza wa Jal. Those righteous people. Some of us may ask, okay, Muttaqeen is, what exactly does it take for me to be among the Muttaqeen? So this Quran will help me and guide me to go to paradise. Allah did not leave you without telling you everything you need to know. Who are the muttaqeen? Allah said three main categories. The second ayah, الَّذِينَ يُؤْمِنُونَ بِالْغَيْبِ. First, very very important, is believing in ghaib. What does ghaib mean? The unseen, the untouched, the things that we cannot sense with our human nature. But we can sense and feel and believe with our hearts and minds. That's called al-ghayb. And the main two things in al-ghayb that always come together and have mentioned in so many ayat and ahadith are what? Al-imanu billahi wal yawm al-akhir. Believing in Allah Azza wa Jal, whom you can't see physically right now, and you cannot touch, you cannot imagine how Allah looks, but you still believe in Him because He's a ghaib for us. Al-Imanu billahi and al-Yawm al-Akhir, the Yawm al-Qiyamah. So you believe in Allah and you believe in Yawm al-Qiyamah. And every other beliefs comes in between. Those main beliefs, if there is any person on earth has any doubt in any of those two beliefs, may Allah guide him or her. They are astray, they are not saved. So this is two most important beliefs. So that's number one. You want to be among the people whom this Quran will help you and guide you to paradise, you have to be a believer of al-ghayb, which mainly believing in Allah Azza wa Jal at Yawm al-Qiyamah. Second, وَيُقِيمُونَ الصَّلَاةِ. SubhanAllah, one ayah has the whole deen. What as-salah here resembles the act of worship, the rituals. Resembles following Allah's orders, connecting to Allah Azza wa Jal. Because if you believe, you have to act upon your belief. So do we have only to do salah? No, you have to do all the fara'id. But here, Allah gave the salah as the most important faridah that keeps you connected to the one you have believed Him without seeing Him in the lifetime. So salah, and that tells you how important. After iman bil ghaib, salah. You want to be again from those that this book will guide, the Quran. You have to be among the believers of Allah Azza wa Jalla in Yawm Qiyamah and among the Musallin. Third, وَمِمَّا رَزَقْنَاهُمْ يُنْفِقُونَ. And from whatever Allah has provided, you are required to spend in the way of Allah Azza wa Jalla. Allah is reminding you, وَمِمَّا رَزَقْنَاهُمْ. From that, whatever Allah gave you. Don't think you got your risk because you're strong, you're smart, you're tall, you're short, you're Canadian, you're here, you're there. Of course, Allah wants you to do your best. But the real result is from Him. The real guarantee. No guarantee. Some people work day and night and they can get pennies. Some people work less and they get a lot. That's rizq from Allah Azza wa Jalla. So we need to work, but we have to believe He's the provider of rizq. And the rizq is here not only the money. The rizq is the money, the wife, the children, your health, your looks, your family, your peace in mind. Everything is rizq. And Allah Azza wa Jalla is mentioning وَمِمَّا رَزَقْنَاهُمْ, from what we provide them. يُنْفِقُونَ, and yunfiqun is a present continuous sense, means that you keep on spending as long as you are breathing. Allah is providing you with oxygen, providing you with blood pumping from your heart, providing you with life, blessed life. So you can't say, I donated yesterday, I gave sadaqah last week, I'm going to do only one zakah, which is compulsory once a year in Ramadan, 2.5% from whatever I saved in a year. That's not what this ayah tells you. You want to be among the muttaqeen, you have to be among the mu'minina bil ghaib, muqimina as-salah, and munfiqeen. In fact, paying fi sabilillah Azza wa Jal from whatever Allah gave you. And we're going to elaborate about one of the names, beautiful names of infaq after the break. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم فيا فوز المستغفرين. Please try to come to the first lines. The real ajr is in the first line. Muhammad ﷺ, during the Sahaba, they used to compete who will fill up the first lines first, and the Malaika will give, inshallah, will write your presence. May Allah bless you. Okay, Bismillah wa salatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah. One of the beautiful names, there are so many names for that talks about sadaqah. Like you can say infaq, you can say donation, you can say sadaqah, you can say kafala, you can say musa'ada. There are so many things. But one of the beautiful, the most important name that we hear and call a lot is sadaqah. And the sadaqah is an Arabic word that comes from the root sa, three, sad, dal, and qaf. And it resembles sidq. Sidq is trustworthy and honesty. And one of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the first attribute that his people have called him with, as-sadiq al-amin. And Allah has done this. This is planned by Allah Azza wa Jalla. It's His hikmah that made the Quraysh, before Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam became a Nabi, and actually after he became a Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they trust him with their own money, gold, jewelries, secrets. The only one in Mecca who everybody goes and keep this with you and for a while, and he will take it. That much he was an honest and trustworthy, that even during Hijrah, after the torture, after they tried to kill him with 40 people, soldiers, the most strongest young people in Quraysh, standing at the door waiting with their most powerful swords for him to leave, and they want to kill him. Yet, before he left, he made sure everybody who had trusted him with an amana, with an item, with money, with food, with whatever secret, it goes back to him or her. Subhanallah. Because he's sadiq. And nothing, no better attribute in any leader, in any king, in any manager, in any good man. Nothing better than being known of trustworthy and honest. Everything else comes after. Imagine the other ways. Imagine your manager or your leader or your community serving governor is a liar or not trustworthy. How could be the relationship? What could be, there's no relationship. You will wish that this person never existed. So that's exactly why the word sadaqah comes from. Trustworthy and honesty. So if we Muslims believe in Allah Azza wa Jalla and perform our ibadah, daily ibadah of salah and other rituals, and prove to ourselves, to the community and to Allah that we mean what we say and what we believe in, we prove it one of the ways with giving charity, with giving sadaqah. Today this masjid is calling upon you, that I'm calling Allah Azza wa Jal to soften your hearts and make you more of a good munfiqeen today. Because alhamdulillah we're preparing for Ramadan, and there are two things that we're looking after for you to help us with, inshallah. Number one, the regular expenditure of the masjid. Whether the masjid is busy or not busy, we have bills to pay. We have very few people who work here to make sure the imam, the manager of the office, the cleaning, you come here, mashallah, tabarakallah, everything here needs maintenance and needs regular taking care of. Just last week, as an example, we changed all the cleaning carpet machines to make sure in Ramadan and in Taraweeh, and maybe if it will be allowed to have iftar and suhoor here, we need a more powerful cleaning machines. So those expenditures, you are the only one who takes care about with Allah Azza wa Jal's help. Nobody is supporting us. We're not taking for this any grant from any government. Alhamdulillah. And we managed to keep the place open now for almost more than 10 years. So alhamdulillah, the second thing is we are looking into buying a new property in the same street here. So we have a clinic, the polyclinic at the second building. We share the parking at the end, is for sale for $9 million. And another building at the corner of Rona and A&W for $4 million. Why we need those buildings? Number one, alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, we need youth center, we need offices, we need meeting rooms, we need to have a proper school. We are using this masjid as a part-time school. Alhamdulillah, we're happy, but subhanallah, the kids need a place that have more rooms and have more service, which is separate than the salah place where we want to keep it for salah. And alhamdulillah, the muhadarat, the sessions. So that is a long-term project, but we want to start collecting from today, because every now and then there are opportunities. So we have money to. So whatever you want to donate for, put the niyyah in yourself, or write it on the pledge that we're going to give you after salah, that this is for the new building or the new project. Inshallah, it will happen as soon as possible. Or this is for the expenditure of the masjid, or just leave it for you. You're putting it in the right place. So today after the Salah, Sheikh Ala here will encourage us and will help us donate. And we only need you to wait with us 5 minutes after we finish the Salah. So, and remember again, you need to believe Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I know you do, but we need to believe him in action. When Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "As-sadaqatu tudfi'u ghadab ar-Rabb," the sadaqah will put the fire of the anger of Allah Azza wa Jal off. Who doesn't need that? When Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam also, we need to believe him when he said, "Dawu mardakum bis-sadaqah." Cure your sick ones with sadaqah. Put niyyah when you give even $1. Oh Allah, cure my mother, cure my father, cure my son, cure my wife, cure myself. Cure the whole ummah. Subhanallah, make that dua. Proven. It works. And the third one, مَا نَقَصَ مَالٌ مِنْ صَدَقَةٍ. Allah knows that the most beloved rizq to us is the money. And it's asabul haya, it's the root where it holds life together. Economy, nobody can say, this is garbage. No. Money is important. Money is very important in our life. And the more halal money you can make, please do so. Without sacrificing your family, your deen, of course. But Allah is telling you, when you give sadaqah, do not calculate. Don't think if I have $100, I give 50, I lost 50 from my account of bank. It may look numerically on your bank account 50, but wallahi the barakah there could be 500, could be 5,000. Who said that? Allah and Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. If you're a true believer, this is done. And we have seen, wallahi, the less the income people have here in the masjid, the more they donate. Uqsim billah. Accusing anybody, rich people of being not givers. Everybody gives fi sabilillah. But because I have a lot of relationship with non-for-profit organizations. They see that the regular givers are the people who have less income. Subhanallah, and I'm sure they have more happiness in their life, even with little risk they have. اللهم اغفر لنا وارحمنا واهدنا واهد بنا واجعلنا هداة المهديين لا ضالين ولا مضلين. اللهم اجعلنا ممن يستمعون القول فيتبعون احسنه. اللهم اجعلنا من المنفقين والمنفقات الصادقين والصادقات الذين يعطون في سبيل الله ويؤمنون بكتاب الله وسنة رسول الله. اللهم يا رب العالمين اجعلنا اليوم ممن يصدقك القول والفعل ويتبرع في المسجد يا رب العالمين. Oh Allah, make us among those who hear the talk, who hear the guidance of Allah Azza wa Jal and believe in it and act upon it. Oh Allah, open our hearts to spend in the way of Allah Azza wa Jal, in this masjid who needs our help. Oh Allah, make us also ambassadors of your deen and of your masjid, and call others to help as well. Inshallah, you will see this help in your lives with your children. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي ولكم وأقم الصلاة.
الله أكبر الله أكبر. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح. قد قامت الصلاة قد قامت الصلاة. الله أكبر الله أكبر. لا إله إلا الله.